I'm going to make this as fun for you guys as possible. This workshop was actually a request of Tracy Fields because I did this at the annual conference this past year, my first time speaking at Women in Automotive, and it literally packed the house. It was standing and sitting on the floor room only, so yes. I got a lot of good feedback on it. Oh yeah, okay, well if you don't, you should have a worksheet in front of you that has pink goal tournament up top. That is necessary. What's the word I need?
Required.
Thank you. Required. I'm going to do that a lot.
Non-negotiable.
It is required for this session, okay? So now that we're all on the same page, I'm actually going to tell you who I am because I haven't somehow done that yet with as much talking as I've done today. I came across this message, this concept in 2019, and I remember exactly where I was sitting when it happened, and it has absolutely shaped the trajectory of my life. It all started from a YouTube video, so I'm going to share the YouTube video with you guys today, but most importantly, I want to kind of like tell you who I am, what I do, because I stay freaking busy, guys. I stay busy. I am a wife. That handsome fella that is all miscolored because of this projector on the left is my husband. We have been together for 8 years as of December 30th, so we just had our anniversary. Fun fact, we went from dating to married in 52 days. Wow. Started dating November 8th and got married December 30th, you know, because he had kids, and you know, when it works, it works. And when it doesn't work, you make it work. So that's where we are. In that second picture down below, those are his 2 kids, my bonus kids. They are now 14 and 15 years old. They were 6 and 7, I think, when we got married. So he is a law enforcement officer as well, so I get the pleasure of toting around that I'm a police wife most of the time. I don't say that in times like right now, but can't change it, so here it is. You may have seen Heather walking around with that same shirt on today. I am also a podcaster, and my podcast is the I'm a Car Chick podcast because aren't we all? Yeah. Sorry, boys, I guess you're not, but the rest of us, if you're sitting in this room, you're a car chick. You're welcome. On top of that, because none of those things pay the bills, I didn't even include what I do professionally in here. I'm a football fanatic. I'm so glad Gail Benson is gone because I'm a huge Chiefs fan. So that is my actual real face. That is not AI. I went dressed like that to a game back in 2017, painted half my face yellow, half my face red, and painted my hair. I don't know if you can tell, but I even have a Chiefs tattoo. So like, not bandwagon. Not bandwagon. And probably my most important identity is that I'm a dog mom. Yes. There on the left is my little boy Bandit, and on the right is my sweet dream angel, Bella. They're both right around 1 year old. Bella's a terrorist. I don't know if anybody here have a wiener dog? Has had a wiener dog? Who broke those dogs? Honestly, who broke them? Because potty training that little monster was probably the hardest accomplishment I've ever had in my life. Oh, I'm also a weather savant. Since 2003. Fun fact, I did a podcast with Tracy and accidentally turned it into a 2-parter because the entire second part we talked about the effects of Hurricane Katrina on the car business in New Orleans. So
and she knew more than I did, and I lived through it.
I bombarded her. And cool enough, I live in Tornado Alley. If anybody's ever heard of the town Joplin, Missouri, from like the world's biggest tornado ever, yeah, that's where I live. So. Oh, that's going to lead into all those things. So all of us have our own things, whether we're Chiefs fans, we're Saints fans, we're parents, we're wives, we're husbands, we carry a lot of chaos, right? Like just on our everyday lives, not even factoring in work. Because none of that did I even mention what I do professionally. So like I have also 3 full-time jobs and a part-time job, and like that wasn't even in there. So, we've got work that we got to pay the bills. Because who else is going to pay the electric bill, or the water, or the sewer, the trash, the credit cards, all of the things? We got to pay the bills, right? Oh my God, those needy ass husbands! God dang! What do you mean you don't know what to make for dinner? Look in the fridge. Those damn kids. They're worse than the husbands. I'm so hungry. You just ate a of chips 2 minutes ago. What do you mean? Pets, I gotta feed you again? Why does everybody in my house eat so much? I mean, you gotta go outside. It's 2 degrees. Oh, yeah. And then because we carry all of that, we gotta remember to take care of our mental health, right? Like, are you relaxing? Are you resting? Are you taking time off? Or are you constantly answering emails? Do you answer the phone every time it rings? I can see you guys nudging each other. It's you, isn't it? It's you. But above that, what else we got? Physical health. Because, our bodies don't take care of themselves. And, you gotta make sure that this whole thing runs in tip-top shape, because you only get one.
Yeah.
You don't get a redo, right? And somehow in the middle, you're the one holding it all together, right? And a week passes. Christy said it earlier with don't blink, because we're so busy, our life just keeps passing us by. Like, where is it going? We're so busy, and we feel like we've accomplished so much, and at the end of the day, you're like, well, the kids are fed, the dogs are fed. Did I eat? Did I wash my own laundry? Did I just wash theirs? You're taking care of everybody else, right? You fix them. You overfunction. But what are you working toward? What do you want at the end of the day? So that's what I'm going to help with today. This is where the fun part starts, okay? What are your goals? The things that you, at the day you retire, when you reach the end of the road, what do you want to look around and see? What do you want to have? Who do you want to be, right? And how do you even set a goal? Get healthy, be a better mom, save some money, spend some more time with my family. Those aren't smart. Notice that they are acronymized. That's not a word. I'm really, really good at making up words, so stick with me. Okay, this is what SMART stands for. You got little notebooks, let's use them, okay? I'm gonna give you some nuggets. Nuggets. Oh, I also do that sometimes. I'm so glad you guys are laughing and not making fun of me. Okay, SMART. The first part of SMART is to be specific when setting a goal. Clearly define what you want to accomplish and be as detailed as possible. Why? Because, I'm gonna go back up. When are you ever going to cross out, get healthy? I've accomplished it. I ate a carrot today. I got healthy. Be a better mom. I didn't yell at my kids when I should have. So, specific, right? Save money. I ordered a medium coffee instead of a large one. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna be specific, okay? It needs to be measurable. Measurable. Establish how you will track your progress. Save money. I would like to have $1,000 in my savings account by the end of January. Measurable. Okay, that's just an example. Probably you guys all have more than $1,000 in your savings, but whatever. Achievable. I'm gonna go to the moon and live there. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, it's probably not achievable. Ensure the goal is realistic given your current resources and capabilities. Unless you're Elon Musk secretly and own a rocket, probably not gonna go live on the moon. And what are you gonna do about oxygen and food, right? R, relevant. Make sure the goal aligns with your overall objectives and values. Really like the moon, I like looking at it. I don't have any interest in living there, right? T, time bound. Set a realistic deadline for completion. If you just say, I want $1,000 in my savings account, when? Next year? Next decade? Time bound. Put a time limit on it. Take pictures if you like. I'm about to go to the next slide. I'll wait. I'm on your guys' time, man. I'm cool. I'm the biggest nerd you guys are gonna meet today. I'm so sorry. In my free time, I watch superhero shows and play Pokemon. What free time? What am I talking about? Are we ready? Anybody not ready? Cool, thanks for the feedback. Oh, this is the video I told you about. Okay, hold on, pause. Okay, well, we're gonna go back. This video, you can find it on YouTube. I'm more than happy to share the link with you. I think you can just search Steve Harvey 300 things and find it. I always preface it with this. So if you were in my session at WIA, you heard me say it there. Steve, if you know anything about him, the Steve Harvey from Family Feud and all the things he's done, awesome comedian. He's a very religious person. This video can speak to you if you are religious, if you're not religious. He mentions God. Do it to wherever your God is, but I just preface it with that. So, without further ado, let's hear from Steve.
I'm going to give you two things that I want you to do. If you do these two things, it will transform your life. I'm a motivational speaker when I'm not doing this, and the reason I do really well as a motivational speaker because I know what I'm talking about. You know, you're looking at somebody been at the bottom before. So I'm not like some rich dude whose mama and them had some money and gave me some money. Now I'm telling y'all how to get over. No, I'm gonna tell you how to get over because I've been under. I'm gonna tell you how to get up because I've been down. I'm gonna tell you how to finish because I got off to a bad start. Now I'm about to tell you two things. Now listen to me. What I'm about to tell you, this is for spiritual people only. If you're not a spiritual person, this ain't for you. If you don't believe in God, this ain't finna do nothing for you. But I ain't know you was coming, so I have no other version. This is only people who have a faith. You ain't got to be no like born again Christian or nothing like that. You got to know that God is God. If you understand that, I can help you from here. I'm gonna give you two things that can change your life. It's two scriptures that changed my entire life. It's very simple. The cool thing about what I'm finna tell you is anybody can do it. This is what I'm finna tell you. See, I'm not finna talk to you about no education because I ain't got one. I flunked out of school. I had a severe stuttering problem. I couldn't talk outside my house. I didn't do well in school ever. I ended up flunking out of school. I'm on my third marriage. I lost everything I've owned twice. I've been homeless and lived in a car for 3 years. I'm finna tell you what I know. This ain't no fancy rich boy answer, no theories, no, you ain't got to buy no program to do this. You ain't got to go sign up. I'm telling you right now, what I'm finna tell you, if you apply it right now, can change your existence. Because everybody I know want to be happy, everybody I know want to be successful. If you don't want them two things, there's something wrong with you anyway. So now here, there is a scripture that I'm going to give you. It's a very small scripture. It's very short. I don't even know where it is in the Bible. Somebody probably know it if I say it, but I'm going to give it to you. This scripture changed my life. You have not because you ask not. You have any idea how major those words are for you? You have not because you ask not. It's such a simple scripture, but it's in your Bible. It ain't just in rich people's Bible. It's in the same copy you got. You have not because you ask not. This is the truest statement you'll hear me say today. Because it's true. Most people don't have the life of their dreams because you don't ask God for the life of your dreams. You've been trying to figure it out and handle it yourself. Well, how that's working out for you. You know how hard that is to do, man? Because I did it. I did it for 30-some years. I tried to figure it out myself. Man, the simple scripture says, you have not because you ask not. If you up your ask, he automatically ups his give. You're his child. God created you. He made you. You ain't just here by no accident. You ain't here because of your mama and daddy. Where your mama and daddy come from? Somebody started this whole thing. God created you. He gave you these little simple things you can do. You have not because you ask not. Second reason people don't have what they want. I'm going to be through with you. They don't have it written down. This is a very, very important piece to success. It's a principle of success. Every wealthy person knows this. I don't know nobody wealthy don't have a vision board. I don't know nobody wealthy don't have their stuff written on a piece of paper. I don't know nobody. I know a lot of people doing good. We have discussed it at great lengths. They've showed me some of their vision boards that, I had to go back and change mine. I went, whoa. But you gotta have a vision board that's gotta be written down. You know why? because that's a scripture too. Habakkuk 2 and 2. Go, I know where this one at. Habakkuk 2 and 2. Go home and read that one. It says, write the vision and make it plain, so that he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarry, that means take a long time, wait for it, for surely it will come at an appointed time. Man, I'm telling you real now. What I'm telling you works. This ain't no magic trick. If you up your ass and you write everything you want from God on a piece of paper, now here's the exercise I want you to do. This is gonna trip you out. Write everything you want from God on a piece of paper. Be as detailed as you can. Write it down. The object for you is to write down 300 things. Because I know 300 things that you could use. It's gonna be hard for you. When you get to number 75, you're gonna get stuck. Because your mind isn't conditioned to think way out there. So you're going to try to stay in your little list. But I want you to just open up your imagination. If you could have anything you wanted, put it on a piece of paper. Anything. How many cars? What kind of car? What color? Where you want your next house to be? Do you want a summer home? Where you want to travel to? How much you want in the bank? How much would you like to have to retire? What you want to leave for your grandkids? How much would you like to give all your siblings? Would you like to one day walk in there and just give all your family a check? Put everything you want on a piece of paper. Do not stop until you have 300 things. It's going to take you a while. I'm telling you, when you get to 75, your brain going to lock up. But keep writing it down. But every morning, read your list. I don't want you watching TV at night. I want you to read your list, unless it's Family Feud. Other than that, I just... No, but seriously, take 5 minutes and read your list every night, every morning. 1 year from today, wait 1 year from today, and take a pen out and go down on your list and check off anything that has happened for you that's on that list. Listen to me. If you do that in faith, if you read your list with the expectation that God is going to do some great things for you, at the end of 1 year, you will be stunned, absolutely stunned at how much stuff comes off that list. I promise you, at least 30 things will be off that list. At minimum, 10% of your list will come true. You know how I know? Because I know a lot of people that have done it. But you know how I really know? Because I did it. When I open up my phone, I wish I had it. My phone is my vision board. My phone ain't got a picture of no damn dog on it, no sunset, none of that. All of my computers have my vision board on it. Every iPad, tablet I got, laptop, when I put it, I have my vision board on it. Because that's the signal I'm sending to God that I believe this is what you're going to do for me. I take stuff, I got to get a new vision board now because it's a lot of stuff off that vision board that I put on there a year ago or 2 years ago that became true. I'm telling you, y'all, this is how this works. You have not because you ask not, and write the vision and make it plain. You do them two things starting today. Write your list, read it every morning, every night. 1 year, check it out, you'll be stunned. I dare you to try that. Watch and see what God do. God keep all his promises. I'm just telling you, thank you.
So that was cool, right? Yeah. So, fun fact about me that you may not know, I'm slightly autistic, and it causes me to be very rebellious. Like, do not tell me what to do. So, Steve told me to do that. I did it, and I was like, nah, he's wrong. I'm gonna prove him wrong. I couldn't. I proved him right. So it works. And it's funny because I think there was just about this many people, maybe a tiny bit less in the room when I did this in Nashville. And the amount of people who messaged me afterwards and said, you weren't kidding, this actually works. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right? So it changed my life. And I'm gonna show you all the ways that it changed my life and show you some of the things that I had on my list that have since come true. One of which, I actually brought with me today, and it's so small and stupid. This is like, when you think of 300 things, it's overwhelming. It's outrageously overwhelming. But one of the things on my list was to finally get a pair of prescription sunglasses, because like, I'm so blind that I can't wear regular sunglasses because then I can't see. And I was like, I didn't even know the process of getting prescription sunglasses. Little did I know it's like the easiest thing on the planet. But I waited for years, and I wrote it down on my list, and I got myself some damn prescription sunglasses. So it's things that small. It doesn't have to be like how many cars you have or how many houses you have. It's like things that you wanted to do that you just haven't been able to do yet. So, hello. Technical difficulties, it's fine. I broke it. Hello. Oh, cool. Was that the next slide?
House.
Shasta, did you break it? No, Steve, we already talked to you. You can go home now. I'm gonna click refresh and just see what happens.
And the 300 goals that you were making, were you putting things down that like, I already know I'm gonna do that, so you're kind of just adding it to the list?
You can, if it's like one of those things that you're like, oh, I keep saying I want to do this, but I never get to it.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, so on my list forever has been to travel to Italy, because like, I'm determined to go to Italy and eat all the pasta that I could possibly stomach and lose weight.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I've heard that it can happen. I'm determined to prove it. So. All right, now we're gonna go back to this. I think I fixed it. So this one's gonna be a little bit of a long story. So I mentioned I watched this in 2019. So at the time, I just got married. I got married December of 2017. And for the first year and a half or so, 2 years maybe, of my husband and I being together, we either rented, lived with family, like just kind of popped in and out of places. We got our first house that we rented by ourselves in fall of 2019. So I watched this video after we were in that house. And it was a good sized house. It was like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house for, I think, like 1,900 square feet. And it was $700 a month. Yeah, I held on to that as long as I could. As long as I could. But it got to a point where the kids were getting bigger, and we had a dog, and there was no fenced yard, and the garage was impossible to get into. And then he got into law enforcement. I was like, all right, it's not safe for us to stay here anymore. Like, we got to start looking at options. That was spring of 2021, okay? So go back in your mind into what was going on in the world at that time. I don't know if anybody has bought a house in the last several years. The housing market is garbage. I don't know if it's the same here that it is in Missouri, but whew, that was bad. Another item on my list was to take the honeymoon of my dreams, because when you get married in 52 days, you don't have the opportunity to save up for a honeymoon, right? So we never took a honeymoon. We went and stayed at a casino in town for one night. That was our honeymoon. So we'd always planned on, and it was on my 300 list, to have the honeymoon of my dreams. So we had planned in May of 2021, planned before that, but that was when the trip actually happened, to go to Cancun, Mexico. My husband had never left the country before. I think at that point he had only been on one plane ride. I took him on it. He'd never been on a plane before. And so it was his first time out of the country. We went somewhere easy, simple that I'd been before and I knew how to navigate. So we went to Cancun. Again, May of 2021. At the time, that was when you were not allowed to leave the country and return without a negative COVID test, right? Also in that time, houses were getting sold before they were even hitting the market. Like, just from word of mouth of finding out that you were selling your house, you had like 100,000 above asking price. Like, it was insane. It was impossible to buy a house. We knew like one specific area. We knew what we wanted. We'd been driving around, because we're creeps. We're stalkers like Tracy. We had just been driving around different neighborhoods around town, just like taking pictures of people's. I sound insane. Taking pictures of people's houses that we liked, and we're like, oh, I kind of like this. I like this siding. I like these pillars. I like this garage door. Like, I swear to God, I'm not a stalker. Okay, can't him, but not that bad. And so we kind of like built this idea of what we wanted our house to look like. We put in so many offers on houses, and got like all the way through to buying this one house. It was gorgeous. It was in the neighborhood we wanted to be in. And in the middle of that was May of 2021. Like, when we finally found it, we're like, we already have this entire vacation booked and paid for. Like, it's our honeymoon. Like, I bought the travel, blah, blah, blah. Like, when you're buying a house, you can't spend money. They watch every bit of your bank accounts when you're, I guess, not buying a house, but when you're applying for a mortgage. And so we go to Mexico with only the things that we had prepaid for and nothing else. So we had prepaid one excursion, and the rest of that, we stayed in our hotel room the entire time. So we were kind of trapped into literally this shitty little hotel in Mexico. But it was fine. So all the while, our realtor's working on all the stuff to get us this house. It comes back like $5,000, the appraisal comes back like $5,000 off of the asking price. And the seller won't come down. Like, she won't come down on it. She's like, no, I can get cash price for it somewhere else. I don't care about the appraisal. We lost the house. And it was like dream house. So that kind of hurt us for a while, and I'm like, there's gotta be a way that we can like manifest this. How I had written it out on my list was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a fenced-in yard for the dog and a soaker tub. Love me a soaker tub. That house had everything. It had the fenced-in yard, it had a beautiful backyard for entertaining. And I was like, man, I just don't know where we're gonna find another one. And so I'm always looking at houses. I've got Zillow pulled up all the time, always looking at houses. And I find this one. And I'm like, man, this checks all the boxes. It has a soaker tub, it has a fenced-in yard, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, actually 2.5 bath. Fun fact, anybody who knows my boss/mother, she always told me a requirement for me buying my house was that it had a half bath off the kitchen for her to use when she would come over and cook. This house has a half bath off the kitchen for her to use when she comes over and cooks. So we found this house, and again, remember, like, houses are selling before they're even technically on the market. And this house had been not only on the market, but vacant for 3 months. 3 months. So we have a realtor go look at it. We're like, you know, what's up with this house? We go in, take a look at it. It's like actually pretty nice. We start, again, the very painful process of trying to buy this house, which at the time, I can't even put into words how painful it was to just fall in love with a home and then have it ripped away from you, and then fall in love with another home and have it ripped away from you. So every night, after we would both get off work, we would get in the car, and because this house was vacant and it wasn't legally stalking, we would go sit in the driveway. Oh, we live there, it's fine. We would go sit in the driveway. We just sit there and look at the house, and we would look at the backyard, walk around the yard, and just plan where we wanted all the things of our life. And we manifested this into action, and that was, again, 2021. It's 2026. We still live there. We live there. That's the house we bought. That's our house. We manifested the shit out of that. So, literally went and sat in the driveway. Neighbors were like, who are these people? This house is empty. Are they squatters? Another item on my list was to, so my mom also owns property down in Costa Rica, and I was like, man, the kids and Chris and everybody need to like go down to Costa Rica. My mom wants to move down there eventually, and so we wanted to take the whole family down to Costa Rica, and June of 2024, we made that happen. So that's the whole family down in Costa Rica, tan and sunburnt, because I have a family of gingers. They don't tan well at all. Another item on my list was to have my very first solo session speaking at a conference. This was a small little BDC conference called By Appointment Only, where I had my first solo speaking session, so that happened. And there's our dream honeymoon in Cancun, where we couldn't leave, other than our one yacht ride, we couldn't leave the hotel room. So that was the view the whole time. Just Bahama Mamas in the pool. It's fine, it was a great trip. I'm not even mad about it. Another item on my list was that I wanted to go take the kids to see Mount Rushmore, and has anybody been there? Mount Rushmore, South Dakota area? Wow, that's a surprisingly low amount of people. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about this. We spent a week in South Dakota. We drove from Missouri, it was like 12 hours. Highly recommend flying with kids or driving with kids over flying, maybe faster, but you see so much cool stuff along the way. So we drove, and we were busy every single day we were there and didn't do the same thing twice. There is so much stuff to do there, and like, I'm not like the Disney World kind of mom, like where we're gonna go to the amusement park. No, like there was legitimate stuff to do. So look into it, that whole area. You don't have to go to Mount Rushmore if you don't like Mount Rushmore, but there's so much stuff there to do. Off the soapbox. Okay, this is where the workshop part of this comes in. Each of you should have that paper. I'm gonna lift one up. It says goal tournament at the top. It's pink. Pink and pretty. Everybody got one? Anybody need one? You need one? Oh, sorry, where's the extras? Okay, we're only going to focus on column number 1. Okay, what you're going to do, your pen was magic, and you could put your pen to it, put your pen to the paper, and anything that you have, do, or be could come true. I want you to write it down, okay? I'm going to give you, my sleeve would work with me. I'm going to give you 7 minutes. Just go down the line in order and just write. You can make anything happen with your pen. Write it down. Remember to be smart.
And it can be big or small.
Big or small. Be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. Your 7 minutes starts now. Two minutes. One minute. Please stay quiet so that everybody else can focus. There's still people writing. All right, it's time. That's hard. It's hard to be selfish. It's really, really hard to be selfish sometimes. I know some of you didn't get finished. Now I'm going to do something even harder. Anybody ever watched March Madness or basketball tournaments or anything? Any form of tournament? Okay. So in traditional tournament fashion, you're going to have to eliminate one of the top two and move it over to the next column. And then you're going to go down to the next two below that, and you're going to do the same thing all the way down. For those of you who didn't finish, do it for the ones you have. If you did finish, then you should get, I think there's 7 of them. 10 of them? I don't know. I think 10. So, give you 3 minutes for that.
So just move 2 over to the next?
So of the top 2, you're going to move 1 over. And then the next 2, you're going to move 1 over. So you have to eliminate one, essentially. Pick which one you want. Pick which one is the higher priority. on the tournament. So of the top two, you're gonna figure out which one's higher priority and move one over. So we're only going to the second column right now. So just tournament bracket your way down. It will be hard.
You eliminate the one that is like, not now.
Yeah, so whichever one you would prefer to happen first. It doesn't mean it'll never happen, but like what's higher priority, what's more important to you right now. It's hard. It's very, very hard. One time I had to pick between my kids. R.I.P. No, just kidding. It was a joke. Sorry, really bad joke.
My mom does it all the time, it's always a dog.
And don't rewrite your list to make it easier on yourself. Yep. If you are done quickly and you want to move on to round 3, you're gonna follow the same concept for round 3. Top 2 brackets, eliminate one, move one over. Sounds like you need Amanda in your life. How are we doing, guys? Still need a couple more minutes? Anybody still need a couple more minutes? 2 more? Okay. If you get finished with the second column, go ahead and move on, do the same thing to the third. Be able to gauge this without looking at every one of your lists, and that's private, I'm not going to do that. But like if we look at visit one new country each year, I'm debt free, I have perfect vision after LASIK eye surgery, my home's professionally decorated. We'll use those for, well, in-ground pool, okay. So we find a common denominator there, which you look at them and be like, none of those have anything in common. I can't practically do any of those if my finances aren't ordered. So like, being debt-free would be my game changer, right? Because once I'm debt-free, I have some money to play with. I can buy an in-ground pool, or I can go to a new country each year, or pay for LASIK surgery, or decorate my house, okay? So look at your 5 that made it to round 3, figure out what your game changer is. Like if this one thing happened, everything else would be easier, right? Now all things that were in column 1, all 20 of those are gonna make it, that's your first 20 for 300 list, I said that earlier. We're not eliminating those. We just needed to figure out what was the highest level of importance to you to figure out what to focus on first. Okay? Make sense? Questions? Chill out, not all at once. Only one person. Really? No questions? No questions? Any questions? About anything?
That was fine.
I'm opening it up for questions. You don't want to chat?
Does anyone want to share?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. I never want to intrude.
I'll go grab evidence.
You got okay. Oh, this is my favorite part. I love you guys.
I had to buy a mattress on mine. I really need a new mattress.
I recommend purple.
Okay.
I just want you to know I hate you. No, I don't. Because this was hard.
Oh, you were talking to me. I thought you were talking to Amanda.
No, you, Shasta.
Thank you.
My glitter garment. Because I'll tell you my 5, but I had to choose between seeing the Bears win a Super Bowl or finding a job that makes me happy, and I picked seeing the Bears win a Super Bowl.
Who needs an income?
I got a few more weeks. I'm not gonna worry about the job. No, but so all the ones that made it to my top 5 were lose 50 pounds, see the Bears win a Super Bowl, knock on wood, travel more with my husband because that is on our bucket list, and to speak at WIA.
Ooh. I love those. Okay, small
On
edits.
my own.
Can I give you feedback on those?
So lovely.
Can I give you feedback on those? Okay, so when we go back to SMART, lose 50 pounds is good.
Within the year.
Okay, within the year, give it a number. So like this, I weigh 160 pounds and I love my body. So what's your goal weight? And make it a positive statement, because lose is a negative statement. So you're tricking your brain, the psychology of your brain. Travel more with my husband. You could literally like go to Walmart and you travel more with your husband, right? Thank you for that. So again,
You were stressing out, so I just wrote. It was.
I stress myself out.
Get your specifics
It
in.
was specific in my head.
No, it's okay. I can't tell you how many times I rewrote my list because I did the same thing. So nobody was there to tell me these things, which is why I'm here to tell you these things. I'm gonna save you a lot of time. Who wants to share?
Anybody else?
There's a table to hit my butt. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Gotta be one on there that y'all are working on this year.
Anybody going to own a Louis Vuitton purse? That was on my list. Anybody want a pair of Christian Louboutins? You probably already own them. That wasn't on my
I'll
list.
give you one of mine.
Sure, great.
Just one of them.
All right.
Okay, so I just moved, and I don't know about y'all, but I have so many clothes that I have to go through and just purge.
Mhm.
Purge my clothes. I mean, that's one of my main goals for this year. And also to stop worrying so much. Just stop worrying. I mean, just like enjoy, enjoy the life.
Someone told me, and someone in this room can help me with the actual name of it, but there's the thing of like when you're purging items, does it bring you joy?
Marie Kondo.
I knew somebody would know. Marie Kondo. So you do it by yourself, like nobody else in the room or whatever. You go through the items and you ask yourself, does this bring me joy? And if it's something that just goes with an outfit and doesn't bring you joy, in the trash.
Or something that fit me like 25 pounds ago. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a size 8 again. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's part of your vision.
That's part of your goals. Yeah, that's my vision board.
I had clean closet and organize on mine too.
What you got?
Yeah, it's funny when you said, when I looked at this paper, I was like, oh my God, I have 1,000 things running through my head right now. So it actually helps to put it on paper. Because I worry about with kids and travel and everything, it's a lot.
Yeah.
When you're a mom and working a lot too. So, and I have a rental property, I had a home renovation, and it's like, there's just, the list goes on and on with responsibilities. But some big ones for me, I think, were I forget to make my own doctor's appointments because I'm always doing it for my kids or doing a parent or whatever. And I never think like I need to be like mammograms. And I'm at the age where you have to start doing these things more often and making sure you look out for yourself. So I have it on my list to kind of go through and just spend a day and just go through the list and make every single doctor's appointment. And then it's things like estate financial planning for the future. So
That's smart.
I need to sit down.
That needs to be on my list.
Yeah. So I have some smart friends, so I need to listen to them and start taking their advice. So anyway, that's a couple for me.
Thank you. Anybody else want to share?
I just have a question.
Go for it.
I might be cheating. You guys hear me okay? Okay, so if I have, well, my hands.
So if I have 3 that I could potentially combine, does that mean I get to move more from round 2? Like, for instance, I'd like to take a tap dancing class. Yes. And I'd also like to go on a girls trip with my high school girlfriends, all who also would, if I forced them, take a tap dancing class.
We all need those kind of friends.
Is that cheating? Is that cheating? Okay.
No, if you can knock out multiple at the same time. So one of the other items on my list was to visit every NFL stadium. My personal friends know this about me. Anytime that there's a conference in a city where there's an NFL stadium and I haven't been there, I'm like, find a way to get me that conference because I gotta go to the stadium. So the cool thing is there are 2 NFL stadiums in the country that share 2 teams. So even though there are 32 teams, there are only 30 stadiums, New York and Los Angeles. And so I would be able to knock out 2 teams at one point. And if I go to the right area, I might even be able to hit another one. Just act that out.
Combo.
But anyways, yeah, that's one of the items on my list that I've accomplished a lot of. I have, I want to say 13.
I was gonna ask if you were staying to go do the Superdome.
I need to, so
You
I
didn't get to do the Superdome before.
I tried. So NADA was obviously here last year. Disaster. Also in the fun fact that it was like a week and a half before the New Orleans Super Bowl. You all know that too. I walked to the stadium and was turned right back around by the security guard standing outside saying, yeah, nobody's getting anywhere near the perimeter of this building. So I made it a block away. Doesn't count. So I'm hoping that maybe tonight or something I can go squeak over there. I don't know.
Go. Yeah.
These people are going to kidnap me and take me to the Astrodome. Please and thank you. Oh no, it's not Astrodome, it's Superdome.
Superdome.
My bad.
Well, you know Gil Benson now. So
I
just
know,
like,
I like-
call her up. Be like, I gotta get in this.
Miss ma'am. I really actually thought about it and I was like, that's probably like extra. It should do that.
Are we crossing the line?
It feels like it, I don't know. Hey, you know what? Steve said, you have not because you ask not. Right? I mean, so I hope that helped each of you guys. What's funny is, for those of you who were at the conference in Nashville this past year, there was like this weird recurring theme. Like, it acted as if us speakers kind of ganged together to push an agenda, and we didn't. There was just something in the air that like we're all needing to set goals or plan our futures, and we just don't know how. And so there was a keynote general session that happened shortly before mine, where she was talking about her vision board and her setting goals, and I'm like, someone's going to think we wrote our shit together because they perfectly aligned. Kate Borowski, perfectly aligned. It was insane. So it's obviously a need out there. It's something that we're yearning for. You know, as you hit 35, as you hit 40, and you're like, God dang it, what have I accomplished? You look around and you're like, I stay so busy. I should have more to show for it. That's me. And I'm like, I work myself silly stupid. And I look around and I'm like, I got nothing to show for it. And so figuring out how you get to the I have stuff to show for it, or you know, the legacy to leave your children or your dogs, if you're me. I'll leave my dogs at the house before I leave my kids' house. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. But it's trying to figure out, you know, what's important to you, and remembering to think about you in a world that pushes you to only think about your spouse and kids, or the rest of your family, or your coworkers, or your boss, or all those other things. And I'm just here to tell you, sometimes it's okay to ignore a phone call. Sometimes we need permission. That's it. Woo!